Y'all, what in the Shawshank Redemption is going on up in here? Okay, Sky Squad, we are back in the building. First things first. You know, I'm over here trying to go get me like a nice little manicure and pedicure to get ready to go on my vacation. And all of a sudden, I'm starting to get text messages, DMs, notifications on the IG. And the folks is telling me that Jen Shah done been arrested. And Lord have mercy, what do you know? Okay. Now I know y'all remember this infamous scene from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills if you watched it, when they go back and then they say, well, in December, Denise stopped filming with the group. Well, now they're gonna be saying that about your girl Jen Shah. Okay. Jen Shah has been arrested and the charges are scandalous. Okay. First things first, let's talk about who we got up in the good chatterization. Okay. Let me know where you guys are watching from right now. Let me know what city you guys are in. I just want to recognize a couple of y'all real quick before we get down to the business. We got Augusta, Georgia up in the house. Who else we got up in here? Who else is up in the house? Wisconsin up in here, baby. Solomon's Island, Bmore. Who else we got up in here? Lexington, Kentucky, Arlington, Texas. We already got our first super chat of the day. Dante Oliver, thank you so much for this good super chat right here. Let me tell y'all something. It is going down up in these Bravo streets. And listen, I ain't gonna even hold up on the T. Let's get down to it. Let me show you my screen, okay? Because I wanted to find one of our good friends over onto the Instagram and just give you guys a little visual display as we go through the story, okay? Just so you guys will know. And for people who maybe not familiar with The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Jen Shah is one of the main cast members who was in much of the drama, much of the season. Now, I don't know if you guys recall how she was asked about what she did at that good reunion. Okay. We got our next super chat coming in the building. There's some Kaiser Love, $5. Thank you so much, Jen, and effed up the church's money. Yes, Lord. Mary Johnson, thank you for the super chat. Says, as soon as I saw the news, I came on your channel. I knew you would be live and ready with that tea. Oh, yes. Who else? We had another super chat up in here. Let me get it for you. Liz with the super chat. Thank you so much. Alexandria, Louisiana up in the building. Okay, I see y'all. Thank you so much for joining in. You guys could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here, and I am so thankful for you. Okay, we got another super chat. Queen, is it Queen K84? Love you, Richie, Ohio, in the building. Okay, so when Jen Shah was asked, what she does for a living, she basically says she has some type of marketing company, or it was a telemarketing or something or other. And to me, I raises a side eye anytime a person cannot adequately explain what it is that they do for their money, right? Now, I understand the subject of money can often be touchy for a lot of people. But if you're spending it lavishly on a television show, then people are going to be curious as to how you got it. Thank you so much for the super chat. We got Silver Spring up in the building. Okay, Maryland in the house, Maryland up in the building. So yeah, people going to be like, people are going to try to figure out what it is that you do. And I see some people saying, well, spill the tea, but I got to give you some context because this is important. So all this time, she's spending this money on this show. She's throwing the lavish parties. But when it comes down to articulating what it is that she actually does, that always became very difficult for her. And everybody kind of always wanted to know why. Well, it looks like now we know why. Okay, so let me go ahead and get into the thing. As you guys can see right here, this is a visual representation from Faces by Bravo. CC, thank you so much for the super chat. Love, we appreciate you. Canada in the building. Okay, so look, let's get into it. If you guys can see right here, this account is Faces by Bravo on Instagram. Now, here is the news. Jen Shah and Stewart is the man sitting beside her. He was listed as her first assistant when she was on the show because she had all these assistants on the show and whatnot. Okay. Now let's get into what the charges are. Okay. So SHAH, Jen SHAH, 47, and her assistant, Stuart Smith, 43, they are expected to appear Tuesday afternoon before U.S. District Judge Dustin Peed on charges of conspiracy to commit the wire fraud and conspiracy to commit money laundering, for which they face up to 30 years in prison on the top count. This is what the court papers say. So, Homeland Security Investigation Special Agent in Charge Peter Fitzhugh said this in a statement. SHAH and Smith flaunted their lavish lifestyle to the public as a symbol of their success. Now, they also go on to say, in reality, they allegedly built their opulent lifestyle at the expense of vulnerable, often elderly, working class people. Now, the indictment out of the Southern District of New York accuses SHAH and Stewart of executing a telemarketing scheme with co-conspirators that operated in 6 states: New York, New Jersey, Arizona, Nevada, and Utah. And then they go on to say that they allegedly ripped off hundreds of victims across the country, many of whom were over 55, encouraging them to invest in dubious online projects and selling bogus business services from 2012 to as recently as this month, according to an indictment. So let me rephrase that for you guys. This has been allegedly going on since 2012, y'all. 2012. That's a long time. Erica, thank you for the super chat. Says, what the dealio? She cray anyway. Okay. A Ward, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate all of it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So all this has been going on allegedly since 2012. That's a long time. That's almost 10 years in the game for this type of thing. Okay, so let's keep it going. So they allegedly hawked tax preparation, coaching sessions, and website design services, although many of their targets were elderly and did not even own a computer. So you mean that you're not only scamming the elderly people, but you scamming the elderly people that ain't got no computers? Allegedly. Okay. I got so many questions, but we'll break it all down in a second because we got more to go. Okay. Apparently, they allegedly compiled lists of potential victims or leads. And I felt like she might have said one time on the show that they sold marketing leads or something like that, but I can't remember. They allegedly compiled lists of potential victims or leads, many of whom had already been exploited by them, and shared these names with co-conspirators who would target them again, according to prosecutors. In turn, SHAH and Smith would get a cut. So that means, from my understanding, this is what it sounds like, that they would get the leads, sell them services, and then sell that same lead list to some of their other, counterparts. And then if they would buy those products, then they would get a cut from that. And they would just keep that list going amongst that same group of people to keep getting the cuts. That is kind of crazy to me. That's real crazy. Now, thank you for the super chat. Wow, another Teresa and Joe situation from the Real Housewives of New York. It was actually Jersey. And yeah, this is crazy. Tish P says these scammers got to stop getting on reality TV, especially on Bravo. Thank you for the super chat, y'all. Thank y'all for the super chats. Camille says, not I Care a Lot tease. Okay, so I Care a Lot is a movie that is on Netflix, and it is a similar kind of situation where this woman goes into these elderly people's homes and she basically convinces them that she can take care of them in some way, shape, or form. I think I got that right. Let me see if I missed any other super chats as I scroll through because I want to get back to the story. I don't think I missed anything, but let me know if I did, y'all, because I like to shout my people out. Like to shout them all out. Okay, let's get back to it. All right. So they go on to say that at no point did the defendants intend that the victims would actually earn any of the promised return on their intended investment, nor did the victims actually earn any such returns. So it seems as though, from reading this, it seems as though the victims would be, maybe promised that they would be getting something like some type of investment return on their investment, but they never did get it. Okay. So then Manhattan U.S. Attorney Aubrey Strauss said this in a statement. Okay. They said that the so-called business opportunities the pair pushed were fraudulent schemes motivated by greed to steal victims' money. Now, you guys may also recall Jen had most recently sort of come under fire because of her being caught on tape. And there was even video of her mistreating her former designer, RHOA, and then the audio was leaked. I thought I saw video of it, but I know that the audio is out there somewhere. Now, RHOA said that he was traumatized after this 10-month work period with her as he was designing all of her outfits, and then he quit in January. He had also claimed that she had not paid him for several months. Bravo, which produces the Real Housewives franchise, has so far declined to comment at least on the designer story. I'm not sure what their comment is going to be now, because basically with these types of charges, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. Sorry, my bad. I meant New Jersey situation like Teresa and Joe. Yeah. Lavita says, did you get the tea on Martell and another side chick? She went off after the show Saturday night. She outed everybody. I didn't get that tea. I need to go figure out where that is. Thank you for the super chat, though. Love you. Jamie G says, living beyond their means. Lala Chanel says, what in the Bernie Madoff is going on? Thank you for the super chat. Did I miss anything else? Okay. Yeah, so to me, it's going to be impossible at this point in time for Bravo not to make any type of statement or any type of comment on this, because the charges, and if you guys listen to the way these things are worded, I mean, the people that are speaking out are like top of the line. Like, these are like official people. You know what I'm saying? You got who's speaking out? You got Homeland Security Investigation Special Agents talking. You know what I'm saying? Who else you got talking? You got the Manhattan U.S. Attorney talking. Like, these aren't like little small charges here. Glenda, thank you for the super chat. Says, here we go again. Bravo, where do you guys get these people? Background checks, people. Listen to the streets. They be knowing. Okay? California Cutie, thank you so much. Says, and she been giving Mary the side eye. That's shabble. Terrible. Okay? Thank you for the super chat, boo. You know, Erica is somewhere having a sigh of relief now that she's not the most recent one in the hot seat. Thank you for the super chat. Y'all know, listen, y'all know everybody has been on this Erica Jane story, and we've been wondering because y'all know that they're about to give us a teaser for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And they've been talking like, oh yeah, Erica Jane is talking. I need to see how much she really talking before we get into that good season, okay? Thank you for the super chat, Latasha Samuel. We appreciate you. Princess Beyonce says she is bold. She is a scammer and going on TV. Living this life. Livingston, thank you so much for the super chat. Let me tell y'all something. I'm in shock right now. And California Cutie, you asked the question, are they filming right now? Yes, they are actually filming right now. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So here is the tea. Okay, let's break it down. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is filming right now because everybody at Bravo, the powers that be at Bravo, really liked Salt Lake City. I mean, I loved it. I have to tell you, it was kind of a fresh franchise. And the way that they had, so, you know, different nationalities on there, I mean, well, different races on there, I should say. And I felt like it was moving in a direction that I feel like we should be going in terms of Housewives. So you don't just have all these cities and it's just, you know, one type of person watching. And now everybody can sort of feel like they can be a part of this whole franchise. So anyway, Bravo was really happy with what happened with Salt Lake City and the views and stuff like that. So they went ahead and started filming season 2, and they're holding off on filming Real Housewives of Orange County, and they're focusing their efforts on season 2 of Salt Lake City. The other reason why they were focusing so quickly on Salt Lake City is because, according to Andy, they like being able to film Salt Lake City while it's snowing, because, you know, that is unique to Salt Lake City. You know, you got the snow, you got the mountains, you got the views. So it makes a lot of sense that they would want to do that, because it's very different from all of the rest of the franchises. So you have that. So they immediately go back into filming season 2. Now, as soon as they start filming season 2, this stuff comes out with the designer, the whole audio comes out. And I believe that certain bloggers or certain Instagram pages and media outlets that had posted it were issued cease and desist letters. I'm thinking that's what I've heard. Okay. And so it's interesting because, you know, for the past couple of weeks, Jen Shah had been pretty quiet on social media. But now with these allegations and the way these people are talking, it sounds like it's a certainty that it's not going to be too good for her. And the thing about it is, I wonder how much of this did Coach Shah know? Poor Coach Shah. Oh, did he know? Did he know any of this? I mean, if he's away all this time, is he aware that this is going on for the past 10 years? I mean, you have to almost wonder, like, bro, you got to know something. Okay, you got to know something. Okay. Demeter Joe says, when you choose to defraud the elderly or anyone else, sooner or later, your day behind bars is coming. What is wrong with Bravo? Princess Beyonce says, I wonder if Bravo set the scheme up like Todd for real. It's a scheme that Todd set up to come to us with the BS. Okay, let's see what else, if I missed any other ones. And here's the other thing about this whole situation. I don't understand, you know, for me, if you're going to be doing all of this, why go on a reality television show? You know what I'm saying? I just feel like you're just going to be bringing more attention to yourself. I mean, did you know that what you were doing is wrong? It seems like you had to know what you were doing is wrong, you know, based on the way that these charges are set up. And I want to take a closer look at the, right, iconic, okay? The Happy Sitting says, Coach Shaw probably has no connections to her business. I don't know, man. It's, so she has been all the way arrested and faces up to 30 years in prison if convicted. Federal prosecutors out of New York sought the indictment, accusing her and her assistant of telemarketing, wire fraud, and conspiracy to commit money laundering. I'm shook at this world. I mean, it's a lot to take in, right, Mary? Thank you for the super chat. Says, I'm shook at this. This is too much to take in. A shame. It's a lot, man. It came out of left field because, you know, I just figured. Glenda Dobson says, check out All About the Tea. They have tea on Martell side chick going off and spilling all the tea. I will definitely head on over and check out what Monica got going on. I have to send Monica a little text and see what she got going on over there. But y'all support our people over at All About the Tea as well. So I have questions and we got to talk about it. And again, y'all follow Faces Bob Bravo. Awesome guy. Just a joy. So if you follow, like if you like Bravo accounts on social media, definitely follow Faces by Bravo. Okay, follow. Fun stuff going on over there. I want to know. Thank you so much. Santane says once the feds are involved, it's pretty much a done deal. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's scary. It really is scary because it's like, when you do something like this, do you know that you're scamming people? Or are you falling into like, oh, this sounds like a good idea. Maybe I should do this and someone convinced you to join in on it, and then you kind of just fall, like, how does that happen? How do you just logically think to yourself, oh, you know what we'll do? I know, let's go. I got a good way to get these. How do you do that? How do you do that? Alabama born ball says, never get on reality TV when you're doing fraud. Girl, what are you thinking, Lucy? You got some explaining to do. Okay. Yeah, it's unfortunate because, you know, I think that there is maybe some pressure to, you know, live this lavish lifestyle, you know, in some, you know, and let's break it down. Let's break it down like this. You know, in today's society, we live in what you would call a flex culture. When you go on Instagram, you see everybody flexing with wads of cash, latest designers, going on trips, everybody in Tulum. I said it, everybody's in Tulum. I see all of y'all in Tulum. And so everybody's doing this, that, and the third. And it kind of makes you feel like, you know, you got to keep up with the Joneses. Well, some people, not everybody. But I think it makes some people feel like they got to keep up with the Joneses. They got to keep up appearances. Oh, I'm going to be on Housewives. I got to have the most fabulous house. I have to have the most fabulous parties. I have to have 18 assistants. And I feel like it just starts to snowball. But according to this has been going on since 2012, before Housewives was even what it is now. So this whole thing, it really didn't have anything to do with Housewives. I feel like Housewives might have just sped it along because now you're on television and you can't explain what it is that you do. You know what I'm saying? And at a certain point in time, don't you think that if you're going around doing this to all of these people, that at some point in time, somebody's going to report you? Like, I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense to me. And then you got to set up all of these different companies and stuff like that to try to hide it. It just seems like a lot of work and that doesn't seem like it's worth the return. It's plenty of ways out there to make a lot of money that don't involve scamming elderly people. I mean, people that's like in the prime of their lives who have likely worked their entire lives and saved and put money aside for their 401ks and their retirements. And here you are, you know, taking money out of these people's pockets, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like, how do you do that? How do you do that? Franchelle says, since 2012, oh yes, they were definitely building a case on her. And to me, it's like, to add insult to injury, why even be on television? It doesn't make any sense to me because at the end of the day, fame is not everything. You know what I'm saying? Fame is not everything, you know, and I feel like fame also probably added to the downfall of this situation and probably made it happen a lot faster. And then what I want to know now is, did anybody else on the show know about any of this activity? That's what I want to know. Who else knew about this? Who else knew what was going on? Because my thing is, if, you know, Heather, and this is no shade to any of them, the other ladies, but I'm like, if this is your girl, and maybe we don't always know what other people are doing and how they're getting their money, but I just kind of felt like I kind of would be asking some questions of like, how you get your money? How'd that happen? And here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this, and I probably shouldn't say it, but like when you see people who are like balling out of control and you start like looking at them like, well, how did you do this? Like, how did you? Because a person who is making a lot of money like that, they should be able to, if they're making it legitimately, they should be able to tell you, well, this is what I did, okay? And you could do it too. But if they can't tell you what they're doing, if they start hemming and hawing, when you start asking them, you know, well, why are you carrying all those wads of money with you? What do you do? Well, it's marketing. Marketing what? Marketing to whom? When do you do it? I don't know. And the crazy thing about it is, and I just thought this was funny, more evidence why you guys should be following Faces by Bravo. Right here. Someone said this. If Mary M. Cosby tells Jen Shah she smells like prison in season 2 of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, I will never recover. I just about threw my doggone phone. I almost threw my doggone phone. I did. Wait. Which IG is that? Hold the phone. Not arrested while on the camera. Not on camera. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna stand all the way by. I'm about to give it to you. I'm about to hit y'all over the head. Stand by. Don't go nowhere. Don't go anywhere. I'm about to pull something up for y'all. Now, I don't know how true this is, but this is what I'm about to pull up for y'all right now. I'm gasping too, y'all. Okay, can y'all see it? Okay, cool. So if you follow Face Reality 16, I'm gonna tell y'all, I will always tell y'all the exact accounts that these things came from. I will show you because I want you to be able to see it too. I want you to be able to go follow everybody that I show you, support them, usually it's all fun, Bravo related stuff, but today the information is popping. So apparently from 2 Judgy Girls, that's another Instagram account. You guys can follow them too. They got a post that says anonymous, please, but they're filming today because the ladies are going to Colorado on a cast trip this morning. All of a sudden, Jen had to leave filming quickly because of an emergency with her husband. 5 minutes later, SWAT and the feds were there looking for her. They believe she was tipped off, but obviously caught up with her just after that. What in the world? Wow. What you do in the dark always comes to light, and when you get caught, just embrace your punishment like you were embracing folks. Money. Thank you for the super chat. Princess Beyonce, thank you for the super chat. Says that if that NY lawyer is the sister, the sister that's working on the Trump case, it's over. She don't play. Ooh, K Blake says not Coach Shaw. Make sure I didn't miss any super chats. I'm just scrolling back through. Not on camera though. Not the cameras were rolling. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Listen, I don't. I hate that she's caught up in this situation, but it's like, why? Why do that? Why do it? And then to make it even worse, this happened. They come looking for you while you with your castmates. Listen, all I got to say is this. Season 2 of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is about to be crazy. Crazy. I'm in shock right now. I'm like legit in shock. Saying Shot says, in shock, just so wrong, no conscience. P.S. Love you. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Says, if this is true, then another Paulo Nida as well. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to look up something real quick. just to see if I can find any more information really quick before we go. It says Jen Shah gushed about her a job before her arrest for fraud scheme. Okay, so she said in January that she was launching the program called Social Commerce to assist women amid the pandemic. So this was another initiative or something that she was launching. So I don't see anything else as of yet. Thank you for the super chat. It says Prison Gate Season 2, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Shaking my head. Wow, y'all, like this is crazy. And I'm sad for her kids, man. Her kids and her, her husband. That's gonna be crazy. And we ain't ever seen nothing like that on Housewives. That is right. You were right. That is gonna be Housewives history right there, and not in a good way. Felicia, that's a good question. Why would she get on a show if her whole income is fraud? Like, I don't know. That's what makes me wonder. Do you know when you're doing that you're doing a fraudulent activity? Are you aware that this is not legal? Like, do you think, because in my mind, I thought maybe she had like some type of, I don't want to say a pyramid scheme or something like that, but maybe like multi-level marketing. So I thought maybe she does something like that and she really couldn't explain it properly. So I kind of thought, maybe it's that. Alabama born ball says, how much PPP did she get? I don't know if she got any PPP. So, I know people are asking about whether or not, the networks have background checks. I think that they have background checks per se, but when they do a background check, if there has been no previous, arrest or anything like that, then they don't have anything to go on. They wouldn't know this because that wouldn't be information that they would be privy to. A background check is only going to give you so much. It's not like the feds will be like, oh, well, we're going to advertise that we're doing this because then the person would know. So it's like, nobody would be able to know that. So unfortunately, I don't know. California Cutie says, thank you. That explains why she was drinking so much. Thank you, California Cutie. Man, dang. It's too much, man. Not paid by Monique says, I feel like they at least need to confirm their income taxes. I guess that's tricky too, because if you're filing taxes, I don't really know how that works. Because if she was filing taxes, if the information was incorrect, then I don't know if it hadn't been caught, then there would be nothing on them. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of depends. I don't know. I don't even know how all of this stuff works. It's literally very complicated and over my head. I feel like I need to get an expert on the show to really break down, all of these charges, because I feel like I don't know. That's why I was asking, like, does she know that this is what her business, the business that she's involved in is? I don't know. I'm sure she has to know, because at this point, the charges are so egregious. I feel like there's no way she could not know, but it's crazy. It's crazy. Dr. Kai says, according to the paperwork, she knew exactly what she was doing. Wow. Crazy. No, somebody Mina says you don't need an expert watch American Greed. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Man. Wow. So I'm assuming at some point in time in the next couple of hours, we'll know more because um, they were doing court today. And then I'm sure at some point someone's going to get a hold of a mugshot or something like that. So we'll probably be talking about this somewhat tomorrow as well. So get ready, guys, because it's about to be a bumpy ride with the Shahs. That's all we got for you guys today. I wanted to come and sit down with you guys because it was popping and dropping all over the place. Stand by because we'll be back tomorrow with more news and entertainment. Alabama born boss says she got away with it for so long until she thought it was legit. Ooh. She got away with it for so long until she thought it was legit. Do y'all realize how deep that statement is? She could have been doing something for so long that she has talked herself into believing that this is a legit thing. Wow. Thank you for that super chat. That's deep. That is so deep. All right, y'all. We will be back tomorrow with more news and entertainment. Catch me on Like It or Not on Fox 5 tonight at 7 p.m. from 7 to 7:30. We'll be going over more hot topics. I don't know if this is going to make the list. It just popped off. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I'll get into that. And then I'll also check into this Martell storyline. This Martell story. Richie, did you watch the George Floyd case? What you think about what will happen to the police officer? I need to catch up on that because today I feel like I've just been all in the work zone, all in the Bravo and the Tamar and all that good stuff. So I need to catch up on a couple of things with regards to that as well to stay up on top of the news. Y'all keep me as updated as I keep y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know that I appreciate that. So I'm glad we have this community right here. But yeah, I'll get on top of these other stories that you guys mentioned, and we'll continue this conversation tomorrow morning. I will see you guys later. Have a good night.